everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to update my makeup basket. So I started doing a makeup basket again in January and I've absolutely loved it. It's been so fun to just focus on some products, and then really I've been excited for the switching because now I have, I can pick a couple new palettes or some new blushes and things like that to roll in. So I'm going to be cutting from here, me speaking directly to you, over to a bird's eye view of me swapping out and talking about what will stay in my basket and what's going to change. I would love to know from you guys down below if you are doing some sort of makeup basket or makeup rotation this year. I think it is really nice, and without further ado, let's just go ahead and roll right into my basket, shall we? Alright guys, so these are all of the eye products that I've had in my basket for the past month. Some of these are going to stay and some of these are going to go. So just right away, this is my mascara, the CoverGirl Exhibitionist, my eyeshadow primer, and then my two brow products. These are all going to stay. These are the only ones I have, so I'm just going to put them right back into my basket here. The eyeshadows is where it gets kind of interesting. So I just did my eyeshadow roulette. I will put that up in the card. So I'm going to keep the Bare Necessities palette because some of my shades came from there. I'm also going to keep the Sultry palette in my basket because this is a palette that I'm trying to just get more use out of, and I do have a couple of shades in here for my Project Pan. This is what the Sultry palette looks like, and of course this is what the Bare Necessities palette from ColourPop looks like. And I am going to be adding in one other palette. So I'm going to take my Anastasia Quad out, and in its place I'm going to put in a brand new palette to me. This is the ColourPop Wild Nothing, which I am so excited about. I just got this recently, and these are the shades. I absolutely am loving this green here. This is one of the reasons why I really wanted it. But then there's also this shade here, and this one are Super Shock shadows, which I've actually never tried after all these years. So because this is new, I just want to play around with it, and I think it can give me some really pretty soft looks for February. So these are going to be the eyeshadows that I am going to work on for February and have in my basket here. Alright, so these are all of the face products that have currently been in my makeup basket, and same with the eyes. I'm just going to first pick out what I'm going to keep. So what I have in here, pretty much this top row, I'm going to keep everything in. I've got my two concealers, my foundation, and then my Cover FX drops that I'm working on, my primer, my setting spray. This is a cream highlighter that's in my Project Pan, and then I've got a few samples that I did not get to finishing and using this month, so I would still like to use those up. So this is going to be what I'm putting immediately into the basket. Then we'll talk about these powders next. Okay, so let's start here. This is my NYX HD powder, and this is in my Project Pan. I'm very close to finishing this up, so I'm going to keep it in, but I'm also going to bring in my Too Faced Peachy powder. This is the next one I want to work on. It's a loose powder, of course, instead of this pressed one. So I'm going to put both of these in because I think probably only have a week left of this pressed powder here. So as far as cheek products go, I am going to be swapping in a few different things here. So I'm going to be taking out this blush. This is a Hourglass mini blush in the shade Mood Exposure, and it looks a little something like this. I do have a good amount of pan in there, which is really exciting to see. It really grew this past month, but I'm going to give this one a little bit of a break and bring in a different blush. But I am going to be keeping this bronzer, and this one's from e.l.f. It's the Primer Infused Bronzer. So I am going to keep this one going. And these are the two blushes I'm going to put in their place. This one I just got, it's from ColourPop, and it's in the shade Fresh and Peachy. And I am so excited to give this a whirl. I've actually not used it on my cheeks yet. So this is going to go in because it's new and I want to play with it. And then I also have my Hourglass Quad from the 2020 holiday season. And this has highlighter, blush, and then this powder that I like to use on my eyes. So I'm going to use these three this month. I'm going to actually skip out on this bronzer. So I'm not going to be in this I mean, it's technically in my basket, but I'm not going to use it, if that makes sense. Alright, so these are the lip products I've had in January. A couple of these two are Project Pan items, so I'm definitely going to keep these. And then these 3 I'm going to roll out and replace. So for this lip gloss, this next one, I'm going to replace it with my Fenty gloss, so I can get a little bit of use out of this. And then for these 2, like, I have a liquid lip and then a bullet lipstick here. These 2 are going to roll out, and in their place, I'm going to bring in these 2. So I have this lip liner that's like this really pretty berry color. It's in the shade Spicy, but I think that's going to be really pretty to play with. And then I also have this ColourPop lipstick, and it's just a true red, and it's in the shade Trust Me. And I thought for February it would be fun to have some red lips, maybe around Valentine's, so that I want to roll in as well. So these are going to be the replacement lip products. Alright, and lastly, I did put in 2 perfumes for January, and I am going to take this one, the Tom Ford Black Orchid, out. I am going to keep the Tom Ford Cafe Rose for February, but in the Black Orchid's place, I'm going to put in my Atelier Vanilla perfume. I am so close to being done with this that it would be nice if I could finish it up, but I think the floral, and then this is just a really sweet vanilla, would be nice to kind of switch up because that Black Orchid is a little bit spicier. So these are going to be the 2 that I use for February. So this is the makeup basket for February. I'm super excited to swap some of these things out and get some more use out of products that I let sit to the side in January. And we'll be back in March to swap out again. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!